Hey Life Team, hope everyone's doing well. Happy Thursday. This Sunday, the lessons take a shift, and we're going to be in the next few weeks looking at a small series called Jesus Is. And this week it's from Luke 13, talking about Jesus is the way. And it's not so much a study of John 14:6, where it says Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, but more talking about Jesus is the only way to be right with God. He's the only way to God versus getting ourselves there through our good works. And we have to remember that the pervading mindset of most of Jesus's audiences were Jewish people who followed Judaism. And of course the Pharisees were kind of the pinnacle of what they thought it looked like to be a good Jew and be a good religious, God-pleasing Judaism person, right? That you keep all the rules, and if you keep all the rules, God will bless you and you'll have good things in your life. And if anything bad is going on in your life, it's obviously because you have sinned. We see this kind of mindset with some of the healings Jesus did. You know, that person is blind because his parents sinned, right? And that must be why this bad thing has happened. And Jesus wants them to see the narrow way of coming to God is not just, I think a lot of times we think of it in the mindset of, you know, the narrow way is Christianity is the only right religion versus all the others. And that's true, but I think what Jesus is really trying to get at is the narrow way is any other way that starts with, well, I deserve, or I did, or I accomplished, or didn't I do this? God, don't I deserve? Anything that starts with that doesn't fit through the narrow way. The only way to Jesus is, Jesus, I can't, only you can. Only you can save me. And helping them see that, you see that play out in some of these verses, especially the verse where he specifically, in the parable he tells, the people call out to the Lord of the house, didn't we do this? And didn't this happen, right? And they're referring to their own works and their own associations rather than the work of God to save them. And so you can explore the subject of legalism a little bit with your group. It can be tricky, a tricky subject with students. Sometimes they can have a hard time discerning between legalism, keeping all the rules in order to please God and to build myself up above others, and living an obedient Christian life, and where and how we sort through what's just being a legalist and what's trying to follow Jesus by doing things that honor Jesus, right? But really where it comes down to is the starting point. Am I doing these things because I'm going to do them so that I can prove to God how good I am and others how good I am? Or have I totally trusted in the grace of Jesus? He has saved me. Holy Spirit, help me to do these things in order to honor you and follow you because you have already loved me and saved me. And do they wake up each day saying, I'm going to go do, or God, I'm going to trust and help me obey? And I think that's really helping them see the key difference. This Sunday, the 9th and 10th grade boys are going to be serving in our hospitality ministry. So you guys will wrap up your group a little early and meet me in the worship center to get plugged into greeting for the next hour. And then we're also going to highlight the novice family once again this Sunday. I'm going to read some of their updates, show some pictures, and we'll begin looking forward to how we're going to be supporting them in the coming weeks. So thanks for all you do, praying for this Sunday, and we will see you then.